In fact, even without law, you know that cutting down tree means that killing one person. So planting one tree means that keeping one life alive. So planting trees for us in the judiciary is very critical. Critical because we are seeking to ensure that the environment is protected. And one way to protect the environment is to plant trees. Planting trees to ensure that we, apart from the other benefits we have, we protect even the building. Now you notice that the court building is not too strong because of the strong wind. Now, if we are able to plant tree, it will guard against the strong wind, breaking down our property. So not only is it protecting life, but it's also to protect properties, and it beautifies the places. So yes, there are laws guarding or protecting the planting of trees, and uh, the rapid falling of trees in our country. I think what we need to do today, as we are planting, is to also ensure that people don't fall these trees as they grow.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
For us in the judiciary, well, last year, 2021, it happened. But for us in the judiciary, we didn't take that initiative as you see this year. But listening to the news around, you notice that, well, of course, we have chalked some successes. 85% in some regions, 75% in some other regions, and in some other regions, I hear 90% Sussex. So yes, if one writes an exams and have 90%, 85%, you can only say that the person has scored A. So for me, it was quite successful. And especially because rains are setting in, so planting this time would even make it grow quicker and better. All of us must get involved. It is not just about the youth, it's about every Ghanaian. The children, the aged, the youth. But you see, normally we talk about the youth because that is the time they have the strength to be able to protect these trees and live longer. And so, yes, but generally, I would call on or urge every Ghanaian to participate in the tree planting. It's very, very important. Not only are we greening Ghana, but we are also protecting lives, the environment, and properties. I mean, we are human beings first. And so, yes, we are the custodian of the law, but we are human beings first. We must live in order to be able to protect the law. So we must plant trees. We must protect lives in judicial service, the staff. So today you notice that you have the High Court judges, the supervising High Court judge, or the Circuit Court judges, the magistrate. They are all involved. They can't only sit in the courtrooms listening to cases. They must ensure that whilst they are there, their lives are protected. Whilst they are there, they have a good living. Whilst they are there, the environment is good. And they can only do so when they come out to plant. It is for this reason that judicial service have taken the the steps to ensure that we get involved in this activity. We went to Forestry Commission. We collected over 350 pieces of trees to plant all over. And it is not only at the Court Complex Cape Coast, it is all over. So Mankasim Court Complex is planting as we are speaking. You go to Kasua, from Kasua to Elmina, everywhere the judges have stopped, the staff are behind them, they are all planting. So it is a replication in all the courts in the region and in fact in the country. There are laws, there are forestry laws. The forestry laws are there. You just don't fall trees. There are reasons why you fall the trees. So if you are doing them with license, if you are doing them with permission, then you know which trees to fall. So yes, we don't arrest. The court do not arrest, but police arrest them. They bring them to court, and then some of them, when they are culpable with the law, when they are found culpable, they are sent to the prisons. There are a number of cases I can, on top of my head, cite where people have fallen culpable to the law and they have been remanded or imprisoned. So the laws are there. The forestry laws are there. There are too many laws in the country that protect the environment. So for us in judicial service, we believe that, well, we can only share and tell people that, look, stop falling the trees.
The reason is sometimes there's a fraud because our road is not good enough. We have some bridge which is this thing, the passing footpath bridge. It all gets spoiled. Some time ago, I think 8-10 years ago, Nana Atwata is the one who used to help this community. Even right now, we have ICT center at Abi here, through from Nana Atwata. We have JHS 1 to 3 here, through Nana Atwata. He used to help us. But so far as since he got to his position on that place, and those who used to come after him, although we don't see anything. And this community, we need a lot of help. Even right now, as I'm speaking, we need cheap compound. So we're just pleading to the nation or governments, those stakeholders to come and help us. Because our bridge is very risky. And we don't want to have that problem before we call the NADBO and so forth. If the problem is coming, you have to solve it. You don't need to. Problem comes before. That means that's the reason why they have somewhere that prevention is better than cure. So this issue, that's the reason I preach to the government and the stakeholders or those who are involved to come and help this small community to be unique, and we can be accountable to communities around of us. Because from here, the whole Western region or the whole West Africa, we have maximum prisons in my land. We have prisons, annexed prisons, main camp, and CDP. That's the contagious disease prisons. And the maximum is the whole West Africa. So, what is I don't know if they can do something out of it. We need even protocol to boys, the guys around, the youth, they have to get something to do. Or they can get something from the prisons to even when they apply, or if they give me the protocol, when the time comes, we can link them, they can get something to do for themselves. Because right now the whole community is turned to the building is not farming as the way it is. Things is changing. That means we have to help the community youth to get something to do. That means those who come to, they will be okay for themselves. So this is what I'm pleading to the, government, if he can help us, and definitely he has to help us, because for the maximum prisons and these prisons in this community, that means we are, involving the Ghana.
My motivation is that it's a good initiative by the President, Nana Akufo-Addo. He wants us to embark in this project so that we can get back our depleted forests. So it is a way of getting back our forest. And then science makes us know that when the last tree dies, the last man dies. So that motivation of engaging in such a good initiative prompted me to go out and join it.
Okay, last year this project took place, and looking around, I can see that you participated in this project. I would like to know how effective it has been so far.
It has been effective because we just didn't plant the trees. We planted the trees and we made sure that we are watering it and applying all the cultural practices in maintaining the trees. So most of our trees, if not 100, 98% have survived, and we still have some. Just behind me is one of the trees, and just in front is also another tree. So as for that one, the sustainability is very high.
Okay, so is there any bylaws protecting these trees? Because you and I can attest to the fact that people have been cutting down trees, and it has been one major issue in this country.
It's not even just a bylaw. It is a national law. You know, the Forestry Commission. When you go to the forest and you cut any tree without permission, the law goes with you, and the same thing applies here. So that is why we still have all the trees and nobody is cutting them. So if you cut the tree, you have the law, you face the law.
How does this initiative help improve the development of Ghana?
Tree serves as windbreakers. So, and then also this tree planting is afforestation. So the economy without these things, and then another good thing is that these trees, some of them are economic trees. We have the coconuts, we have the avocado, pear, and others. So after planting, when they bear fruits, the fruits are sold as economic trees. And then secondly, it also helps in enriching our soil. It serves as windbreakers, so the wind cannot blow the topsoil away. So it also gives us a chance to cultivate other crops and have them grow very well.
I think I would say that it has been very effective, and the trees you see here are the ones we planted symbolically to signify what went round throughout the municipality. So as you can see them, the three we planted are all surviving, and I'm sure that the others throughout the municipality are also surviving. So it is my hope and prayer that all of them will survive so that the objective of the project can be achieved. So if you look at the trees that we are planting this year, we have economic trees such as coconut, avocado, and other fruits. So that one in itself will give us food. Also, it will help us to attain the objective of the project, which is greening Ghana, to help us improve the environment and then also reduce the global warming and many others that are associated with green environment. Of course, this is a government initiative, and we are public servants. We are working for the government, and also the environment affects all of us. So that is my motivation. And also, I'm also an environmental engineer. So anything that concerns environmental conservation, I have to get myself involved. So that is my motivation. We just came from a school, and you saw the JHS3 students joining us to do symbolic planting. It is our hope that they will take the seedlings that they have taken, they will plant them, and then they will nurture them to grow. It is good you plant trees, but it is more important you nurture the trees to grow so that we can help attain the objective of the greening Ghana.